Hey, it's Benoit, this is ZOAR Fitness, and today we're going to be going over Sotts press variations. You might also heard it referred to as a press from snatch. So, I'm going to start with the hardest variation, the actual Sotts press, and then we're going to work our way backwards, regressions, and ultimately, if you're someone who's starting at the beginning of the progression, you can work your way through up to this point. So I'm going to show you the end point first, and then we'll work backwards. So this is what the actual Sotts press is going to look like. We'll start with it in your back rack. We'll go all the way down to your squat, and then press. So there is your ending place, hopefully, eventually. You can also add load to that. You can do it from the front rack. You can do other variations of that. So the first thing that I would do as a regression for this would be just put it on lifters. So lifters is going to be a little bit easier, give you a little bit more range of motion. You could also use a trainer bar to reduce the load a little bit. The next thing I would do is give yourself a little bit of an easier time by just elevating your heels. So exact same thing, but with a little bit of ankle mobility taken out of the equation, it should just be a little bit easier to be able to press from a good position. Then we can go to our final variation, which I really like giving, and it is a seated behind the neck press. And what happens to a lot of people as they go to do this last one is that they sit completely upright like this, like they're sitting with good posture and pressing from there. And that's actually not the goal. The goal is to have your torso inclined just a little bit, like you'd actually be catching a snatch, where your torso is just going to be a little bit forward, and then you're going to have to be forced to use more shoulder mobility in that position. So it'll look like this. So I like sitting tall and then just leaning forward, find that position, and then going from there. And then obviously you can adjust how high this position actually is. So for example, if I stacked a couple of plates and I went down to this height, that's going to be more challenging than this height, etc. So a couple different options for Sotts presses that are going to get you ultimately to the final Sotts press.